Pixar, we're all about telling stories. But one story that hasn't been told very much is the huge degree to which math is used in the production of our films. The math that you're learning in middle school and high school is used all the time at Pixar. So let's start with a very simple example. Anybody recognize this guy? Yeah. So this is Woody from Toy Story. And let's ask Woody to, say, walk across the stage from, say, left to right, just like that. So believe it or not, you just saw a ton of mathematics. Where is it? Well, to explain that, it's important to understand that artists and designers think in terms of shape and images, but computers think in terms of numbers and equations. So to bridge those two worlds, we use a mathematical concept called coordinate geometry, right? That is, we lay down a coordinate system with x describing how far something is to the right and y describing how high something is. So with these coordinates, we can describe where Woody is at any instant in time. For instance, if we know the coordinates of the lower left corner of that image, then we know where the rest of the image is. And in that little sliding animation we saw a second ago, that motion we call translation, the x coordinate started with a value of 1, and it ended with a value of about 5. So if we want to write that in mathematics, we see that, that the x at the end is 4 bigger than x at the start. So in other words, the mathematics of translation is addition. All right? How about scaling? That is, making something bigger or smaller. Any guesses as to what the mathematics of scaling might be? Dilation? Multiplication, exactly. If you're going to make something twice as big, you need to multiply the x and the y coordinates all by 2. So this shows us that the mathematics of scaling is multiplication. Okay? How about this one? How about rotation? Right? Spinning around. The mathematics of rotation is trigonometry. So here's an equation that expresses that. It looks a little scary at first. You'll probably get this in 8th or 9th grade. If you find yourself sitting in trigonometry class wondering when you're ever going to need this stuff, just remember that anytime you see anything rotate in one of our films, there's trigonometry at work underneath. I first fell in love with mathematics in 7th grade. Any 7th graders? A few of you? Yeah. My 7th grade science teacher showed me how to use trigonometry to compute how high the rockets that I was building was going. I just thought that was amazing, and I've been enamored with math ever since. So this is kind of old mathematics, mathematics that's been known and developed by the old dead Greek guys. And there's a myth out there that all the interesting mathematics has already been figured out. In fact, all of mathematics has been figured out. But the real story is that new mathematics is being created all the time. And some of it's being created at Pixar.